We are back with another banger of a video for you guys today, so make sure you guys hit that like button. Today we got a donor bike, tore it apart, and reinstalled the engine in the frame. This video has a lot of pain and suffering, but it's all going to be worth it. We finally found a donor bike. We got a 1984 Honda Magna V30. Now the V30, V45, and V65 were only in production for about 2 years, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. But first and foremost, check out a little bit of backstory on these bikes.
The Honda Magna. It's made its mark from the power of the V65 to the style of the V45. And now, the new V30 Magna, a liquid-cooled 500cc V4. Lean, low, and affordable. Catch it while you can.
Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love these bikes, but there is a reason they did only make these for 2 years. Starting with maintenance and disassembling. First off, these bikes have 2 gas tanks, and one of which is underneath the seat that you cannot remove unless you either drop the tire or take the shocks off and lower the tire enough to pull the tank out. Another thing is the airbox that you can't remove unless you drop the engine, and on top of that, and how hard it is to get the carburetors to reline up in the carb seats. Well, it's one way to do it. Time to work on the engine mounts. We're just going to be using some DOM as kind of like a grommet type thing to mount the engine, but some of these are going to have to be removable. I'm going to make some of the engine mounts completely removable from the frame just because I'm worried of getting this thing in and out, so we're going to have to come up with some ideas along the way. Got these little engine mounts cut out of some 1/4-inch plate. All I did was notch these using the tube notcher and then measure the holes and get those cut out. But yeah, these are just gonna go right on here. Now my plan for removing this engine is I want to be able to drop it out the bottom like the other buggy I built, or also remove this bar and pull it out the side. That's going to be my main way of doing it because this engine's light enough you can just grab it and just lift it out of the engine. So I'm planning on making this bar removable. Now I'm thinking my plan with that, take some flat with 2 holes in it, welded to the back side of this section like that, but back here, and then have this bar have 2 holes in here and just bolt this piece to the frame through the flat. Do that up here and also do that down here. All right, so this is what we got planned. We got 2 different little brackets made here, and I had to cut out just for it to fit snugly in the frame, but we just mount these to these bolts. We'll screw those on. and then we'll weld them to the frame, and then this should be removable, hopefully. So let's try it. All right, now let's hope that's removable, because that's going to be the issue. Oh yeah, that should work good. Hell yeah. That's sick. Very glad that works. Now hopefully that's not going to be an issue with getting the engine in and out, which I don't think it should be. Should be able to drop it, pull it this way, tilt it over, and pull it out. If all goes as planned. Now again, this is just an idea. I don't know if this is going to work the way I want, because this is going to be removable, which is also going to be attached to the engine mount that's going to mount down here as well. And I'm a little worried that when I unbolt all of this, the way that it has to come out, it has to lift up this way. I'm afraid that's going to put pressure down here on this notch, and it won't allow it to lift up. But it might, just enough. So we're just going to tack it into place and see if this is going to work the way I want it to. Oh! Oh, come on. Come on. So close. I might be able to shave just the slightest bit off of that. Whew! What'd I do? Somehow, by the grace of God, that worked. That is the most complex rigmarole I've ever had to come up with. But it's in there, and it works, and I'm going to finish weld a few things, and then work on the other side, because I have to do the exact same thing to the other side. On the other side, though, not exactly the same. This is going to be fixed on the other side, and we're going to have a bolt through here into this tube that disconnects this assembly from that side, so that way I can pull it out. Alright, I think this engine mount's going to turn out pretty cool. We got a hole through the frame because this side has to be removable as well. So this piece is going to have to remove from this since this is fixed in place. So we got a nut on the inside of that notch. And this side's going to weld to that bracket. Check it out. think I should tighten the suspension any. I can still go like 2 more notches to make it a little bit stiffer, but I don't know if I want to. But pretty sick. Taking one of my old brake calipers, I'm going to take this master cylinder off and use this for my hydraulic clutch line that's on this thing. So we're going to connect it to this pedal. Well, that is going to be it for today's video. I'm super stoked that we finally got an engine for this buggy so we can finally get this thing rolling along, because it's been taking a whole lot of time to find one that I want to use, and I'm very happy with the purchase we've made, and hopefully this thing is going to be running in a matter of no time. I'm really excited for this thing to be running, and stay tuned to see what we do with it in the future. So make sure to let me know down in the comments anything you guys want to see specifically on this build. But that is going to be it for today's video. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps my channel grow. And we are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We are at about 30,000, 31K right now, almost to 32. So we are getting closer and closer each passing moment. But I'd really like to get to that point. So hopefully these videos can start doing pretty good. But thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe.